Welcome back, everyone. Like, there is wahala. Aisha Yusuf said that she is not happy with Peter Obi. Like, she's very, very angry with Peter Obi. You're going to find out in this video why Aisha Yusuf is very angry with Peter Obi. But before we go into the videos and what other people are saying concerning Peter Obi today, look at this headline. So, the presidential candidate of Labour Party in 2023 election, Peter Obi, has urged the Nigeria police to immediately release Sowore or charge him to court. Do you guys know, after this statement, at the end of the day, Sowore has been released? So people are saying that if it is Sowore will never do this. Sowore will even use the opportunity to criticize Peter Obi. This is the reason why, like, Peter Obi is really sanitizing Nigeria. Yes, Peter Obi is a politician without hatred, without bitterness. And I think the people need to learn from him, honestly. And another news again that had been trending is that Peter Obi donated 15 million naira to Malikiya College of Nursing Science. My people, Peter Obi is making impact every day by day in the life of Nigerians. Like, who is this man? There's a lot of things we don't even know about Peter Obi. This is the reason why Aisha Yusuf is saying that she is not happy with Peter Obi, because Peter Obi did not let them to know all these things about him, so that in 2023, when they were campaigning, it will be easier for them. Like, it will be easy job for them to campaign for Peter Obi. It is now that people are bringing some certain things about Peter Obi that we don't even know about him, my people. Like, who is Peter Obi? So recently, Peter Obi said that they should go and verify about him, that he is not involved in election rigging as well as thuggery and all that. Do you know that these are about those? Start bringing some, old, tweets, this and that, like what people were even criticizing Peter Obi about, not what Peter Obi did though. Hey, this is the reason why Obi then went deep. Come and see evidence. What people were saying about Peter Obi, what Peter Obi did in Anambra. Honestly, for whatever any reason, in 2027, if Nigeria mistakenly miss Peter Obi, like, we are finished. Yes, we are finished. So Peter Obi no day two for Nigeria. Yes, Peter Obi no day two for Nigeria. My people, let me allow you guys to watch these videos and see what Aisha Yusuf as well as other people are saying concerning Peter Obi. But before then, let's listen to this powerful song about Peter Obi.
Nigeria is possible.
Peter Obi, the president we desire. He walks with grace while they scream in desperation. They say he lacks structure, but we see through the wires. The structure collapsed under stolen aspirations.
They throw parties with stolen lives. Still they can't write in their truth.
He speaks with data, they speak in fear. They dress in silk, but their hearts are bare. We're not afraid of shadows in a body suit. We see the games, the recycled flutes. No matter how loud they conspire, Peter Obi is the president we desire.
Yes, a brand new Nigeria is possible.
They promise hospitals, but
Flee abroad for care.
they preach morality
With gold on stolen chairs.
They call us dreamers, but we are the dawn. And Peter walks in with no baggage to pawn.
They mock our passion, call it noise, but we see the truth, not shiny toys.
They bought the past,
but they can't buy the time. Obi is the way, and we're ready to rise it.
we're not here for crumbs and choir lines.
We crave justice, peace, and working minds. Let the old empire sink in its mire.
Peter Obi is the president we desire.
Yes, a brand new Nigeria is possible. Oh,
We're not blind, we just see deeper.
we're not angry, we're awake. Oh.
And honestly, I will tell you, I'm extremely angry at Mr. Peter Obi. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh no, oh gosh. With the volume of information that have been coming out about all the things that Mr. Peter Obi did in Anambra State, and I'm like, oh God, why did you make us stress so much, work so hard, put in so much, where there were so many evidences? You know, when he kept saying, go and verify, go and verify. Baby, beyond the verification, you should have told us there were so many that would have made our work easier. In the last few days, the kind of messages I've seen brought out, the kind of things that Peter Obi did in Anambra, documented here, there, it's unbelievable. Honestly, you see, this one is brought out, that one is in the act of compassion, is in the act of doing so many great things for that. And you see so many people who were present. So the extent that EFCC had to come out to defend Peter Obi. When some people were like, oh, that his properties were seized, his this he was taking EFCC. In 2018, EFCC said, nope, nothing. He didn't have any issue with them that they needed to do anything like that. I mean, you see I can't even keep up with them. Some of them you're seeing messages, tweets, and all of that. That even the people that are attacking him today that have done so much of it, it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. And so, in short, the one that I found very, let me just digress a little bit now for the tweet, was the one that was done by someone called Dipo at Awojide. All of a sudden started attacking PO and all of that. And this tweet of his where he did as far back as when that let Peter Obi start to run for president now. You see people will now start checking him and saying he has this, he has that. The exact thing that he wrote in that tweet was what he was now doing. But anyway, I'm not even here to talk about those things. It's to talk about the documented things that Peter Obi had done that were live and documented. Honestly, that would have made our work easier. If I tell you, say, as I get here, so the thing no they invest me, one line and lie they talk. Because really, all we needed to do would have gone into this. I remember I even was asking him, like, can we get some of this? He was just focused on just doing his work. To the extent there is a newspaper article where Peter Obi came out and said that they should stop praising him while he was still governor. I'm just trying to see. Let me quickly, look up this thing here. He said they should stop praising him. That it's about, focusing on just doing the job and stuff like that. And I am here. I'm like, all these things were things we really could have used during that election. But, Pio, you wanted us to be working hard. It's hard, too hard. When we could have just been keeping it this thing and like, take. Next, give you another one. Next, give you another one. We now ended up, having to toil and everything. Well, we had to work hard. Well, at least how do I put it? It strengthens us. Who needs stress? Who needs to be stressed when you can just do this thing easily? Honestly, seeing so many things that have been spoken about Mr. Peter Obi just reinforces in me the need for consistency, the need to always do the right thing, irrespective of whether anybody is watching or anybody is not watching. That just doing the right thing, there will be a time when it will be something that you can be proud of and you can talk about and you can just be there, just say I have also done this particular thing. For me, that's really the key takeaway lessons that I have out of this whole thing, where I'm seeing there's so many people who are praising Mr. Peter about the many things that he has done and all about. But in the meantime, I'll leave you here with this particular thing that Mr. Peter Obi, and hearing that one of his brother, the last one you hear, that one of his brother, that he refused to give his brother a contract. Anyway, no be for my mouth una go hear say Tinubu lose the election. Make una go and hear this one from the horse's mouth.
Indigenous manufacturing has received a boost in Anambra State, where over 300 million naira worth of waste evacuation trucks and receptacles and 30 school buses were procured by the state government from an indigenous manufacturing company in the state. The waste evacuation materials will be distributed to the various local government areas in the state for effective and proper waste management, while the school buses will go to secondary schools in the state that didn't get theirs in the previous distribution.
It was a dual ceremony at Innocent Vehicles Manufacturing Factory, Newi, with the launch of over 300 million naira worth of waste evacuation trucks and receptacles and 30 school buses by the Anambra State Governor, Mr. Peter Obi. The governor said inasmuch as proper waste management in the state is important to him, the idea of procuring the waste management materials and school buses from an indigenous manufacturing company is also of utmost importance.
This is only vehicle manufacturing facility in Nigeria. We're proud of that. And this is happening in Anambra State. And like I said before, I was part of this. It was our own conducive environment that attracted this, and we've been supporting it.
The governor made it clear that with the provision of basic necessity to achieve a clean environment, whoever defaults will be dealt according to the law.
I will soon start a very strict punishment for those who want Anambra State to be dirty.
The trucks and receptacles were launched, and the elected Commissioner for Environment revealed what maintaining clean environment had earned the state, while the Commissioner for Education could not hide his joy for the buses.
UNDP awarded Anambra State $4 million for being #1 in integrated waste management system in Nigeria.
Your Excellency, that you've made my principals proud. Each time we go for an outing, be it Abuja or anywhere outside the state, my principals usually stand out because their buses will be everywhere.
The governor and his entourage were taken around the facility of the manufacturing company with the chairman of the company, Mr. Innocent Chukwu.
Everything I'll tell you that is shocking, I am in contact with with the siblings of Peter Obi, and one day I called the brother. I say, what are we going to do so that this thing work? You know what he told me? Peter is on his own, but we are forgiving him. Listen to what I'm trying to say. We are forgiving him. We will do whatever we can. Let us. I said, what do you mean? He said, do you know that Peter was governor for 8 years and he never gave me a single contract? His own blood brother. And he came with contract papers several times. Say, young man, go and do your business. Have you been a contractor? Nobody from his village, none of his relations, and nobody from his town. These are subtle things, personal interactions that made me say, no, this man is peculiar. And then when I hear him speak, I know he has integrity. I have a flair for integrity. And the reason is because even right from school, I had formed a body which we call Daniel Generation. And that is a body that seeks to build leaders with integrity, impeccable character of integrity, to create leaders for the nation and for God. Let me put it that way.
Why is everybody suddenly talking about Peter Obi? I mean, why is everywhere agog with the name of Peter Obi? Now, yesterday I was out sensitizing the public because I took on a challenge that Peter Obi is not popular in the north. So I went out and I went to the central part of Plateau State Terminus area. That is the central part of Plateau State. And I deliberately targeted northerners, core everyday northerners, and sought their opinion. Out of 15 people that I interviewed, 13 of them were like, they are now wiser, that they use religion to, deceive them. And this time, nobody's going to use religion to fool them again. Well, 2 out of them still insisted they wanted Tinubu to continue. Well, my interviews are always unbiased, unedited, But that is not the essence of this video. The essence of this video is simple. Why is everybody scared of Peter Obi? No, let me rephrase. Why is everybody trying to discredit Peter Obi? At first, I thought it was because he was an Igbo man. But then I realized Peter Obi represented many things. In fact, Peter Obi is the catalyst that opens our mind to everything that is wrong about Nigeria. Corruption, nepotism, murder, everything that that is bad about Nigeria, Peter Obi represents it. And because he represents what, many questions about Nigeria, Peter Obi represents it. The question of the Igbo man, whether the Igbo man is truly a citizen of this country, Peter Obi represents it. Now, I realize that people have become so used to corruption. Yes, that is including you and me. We have become so used to corruption, it is gradually becoming a tradition. So much so that when somebody presents himself as not being corrupt, you say, no, it's not possible. We are all corrupt. Let's remain corrupt. The only way to get things done now is by mastering and applying the principle of corruption. So much so that you are even hailed. In our today's society, people are, like the other day where I was in the village, say, see that guy, na Yahoo guy, that guy, na Yahoo guy. What is criminal is now a way of life. It's not something to be proud of. People are proud to identify themselves as being fraudulent people, as scammers. Na Yahoo boy be that too. Na Yahoo boys. Only you won't go that hotel, not go there. Now only Yahoo boys enter there. That means a place reserved for big spenders. That is the society we are becoming. That is the society we are beginning to evolve for ourselves. Corruption. Very few of us, like me, are still not plugged to that system of corruption. So when Peter Obi comes, people are saying, they are all the same. They are not all the same thing. Peter Obi is not like them. And they know it. They know that Peter Obi's presidency will block, or at least for sure, will block all the loopholes related to corruption. Peter Obi will expose the fact that all the while that we are thinking things are difficult to fix, they are really not. It's the willingness to fix this thing that is not there. You have to point out those behind corruption. They are in your system. They are in the system. They are governors, they are senators, they are House of Reps members. They are occupying high places. That is why the terrorism cannot be stopped. That is why unaliving cannot be stopped. That is why stealing cannot be stopped, because the very people you have employed to stop the corruptions are the people in charge of the corruption. So Peter Obi is a nightmare. They've done everything to dissuade the people from liking this man, but it's like the more they do it, the more clout he has, the more crowd he has. They said Peter Obi's supporters have reduced, but it has actually increased more than it was before. I was on the field. I tested it. They said it's just internet. Well, I linked the internet to the real ground. I'm going to do it again. They said it was because I was wearing Peter Obi's logo. I was wearing obedient cap. So I was intimidating them. Fine. I'm going to do another one again. If I have the logistic, I'm going to do another one again. I will go to a place. I'll go to just where only houses they stay, a purely Muslim settlement. I will go inside there in the middle and I'll ask them to tell them where you are. Then I'll ask them, are they still going to vote for Tinubu again? Are they still going to vote for APC? Look, it's like Tinubu and his government doesn't realize how unpopular they've become. The only option available for them is to rig. And according to one of the person I interviewed yesterday, is that if Tinubu wins this government, Nigeria is going to be in trouble. And I agree with him. If Tinubu wins and he wins fairly, based on actual numbers counted, fine. We are obedient. We are not rascals. But if you try manipulate any figures this time, this is not the obedient of before, that we just went back and allow sleeping dogs to lie. No dog will sleep. Oh. Now plier will go take a hole, remove all the teeth for the dog. In fact, and this is a stand warning to INEC. This is a stand warning to INEC. Please don't come looking for me. Say DSS. Underline the word if. I always use if IF in my words. If INEC decides to tamper with figures this time around, it's a promise, and a promise is a debt. Debt to DEBT. It's not going to be like before. You are going to set this country ablaze. Do your work. Your job is to be an unbiased umpire. Your job is to see that votes garnered by politicians are given, and the votes should be accurate. The votes should be a true reflection of the will of those who stood in the sun for hours to select their choice. And not this idea of sneaking in with results in the odd hours to declare a winner because you know you are not true. And to the judiciary, this one is not the one that you say camera should not come into this thing. They should vote the court, but they should not put camera on their face. Look, we are going to pick. If you give wrong, this one that you are twisting this in Abuja is a state. Abuja is not a state. This one, that one, because politicians have given you money. When this thing, when the offshoot, when the repercussion will blow, you will have nowhere to run to. Before you reach the airport, we don't block you. Before you reach airport, we don't block you. Do what is right. That is all we ask for. Do what is right. How bad is that? Do what is right. That is what you are meant for. INEC chairman, do what is right. Judiciary, do what is right. Politicians, do what is right. Is that too much to ask? We will not sit back and allow politicians or people people entrusted with the desire and the wish of the people to turn us like fool. This time, it will not be business as usual. You try PIM, you receive PIM.
Peter Obi saying, I'm only going to do one term. That means Peter Obi is the real man. That means he's sure of himself. He said, I only need 4 years to make things happen. And truth be told, you don't need donkey years. You don't need 8 years to make impact. So I can see now that the North, they are accepting Peter Obi more because they see their ally that agreed to do one term so they can come back and do their own 8 years. And I can tell you, Peter Obi won't disappoint because he's honest. And you can see the way he's moving in the North now. He's making APC so multi-shako. And El-Rufai is taking Peter Obi to some places in the North now that the North are gradually accepting the guy. So 2027, don't let them deceive you that Peter Obi will not get any vote from the North. Their vote from the North, they are already moving to Peter Obi. While they are working in South, Southeast, and Southwest, but they keep forgetting that Peter Obi still controls Southeast, South, and he can still chop Lagos. That is how deep it is. So 2027 is not sure for APC. Don't be scared. Don't stop thinking, oh, they don't win or they will win. No. Peter Obi is fully informed, and with El-Rufai taking him round, he don't that one does scatter calculation for APC. That's why you see they are talking about. So it's not about who is the campaign now. all those governor decamping, I can assure you, with Governor Monday in Edo, Peter Obi will still win Edo with 73% margin 2027. 100% free, fair, credible election. This APC is not settled. It's not looking coastal clear for APC right now. So now brain then they use. Peter Obi is coming up. He's moving to the north now. You can see the acceptance thanks to El-Rufai. Now, thank God, no one party state. People are ready.